Top 10 Sex Symbols of the 50s and 60s. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello, Aluxers. Here at Alux, we believe people were classier back in the day. Even the sex symbols 50 years ago had a lot more elegance than those of today. That sparked an idea to share with you a personal top 10 sex symbols of the 50s and 60s. Let's get started. Number 10, Ursula Andress. This Swiss-American actress became famous after the role of Bond girl Honey Rider in the first James Bond film, Dr. No. The scene that made Andress famous and that she later said that she owed her career to was the one in which she rose out of the Caribbean Sea in a white bikini sporting a large diving knife on her hip. This bikini made me into a success. As a result of starring in Dr. No as the first Bond girl, I was given the freedom to take my pick of future roles and to become financially independent, Andress stated. Number 9, Paul Newman. American actor, film director, entrepreneur, professional racing driver, auto racing team owner, and auto racing enthusiast, was one of the few actors who successfully made the transition from 1950s cinema to that of the 1960s and 1970s. During the 1950s and 60s, Newman held a rebellious persona and women idolized his movie characters, thus becoming a well-known sex symbol. Number 8, Raquel Welch. Raquel Welch signed a contract with 20th Century Fox and got loaned to a British studio where she starred in 1 Million Years BC. And even though she had only 3 lines in the movie, the doe-skin bikini she wore became a best-selling poster that turned her into an iconic sex symbol and catapulted her to stardom. Raquel Welch was chosen by Empire magazine as one of the 100 sexiest stars in film history. Number 7, Mick Jagger. Born on July 26, 1943, Sir Michael Philip Jagger is an English musician, singer-songwriter, and one-time actor. Being described as one of the most popular and influential frontmen in the history of rock and roll, Mick Jagger is best known as the lead vocalist and a founder member of the Rolling Stones. His career has spanned over 50 years, and his distinctive voice and performance have been the trademark of the Rolling Stones throughout the career of the band. Mick Jagger was conscripted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame back in 1989, and later on in 2004 into the UK Music Hall of Fame. Number 6, Bettie Page. Bettie Page was an American model who became famous in the 50s for her pinup photos. She was one of the earliest Playmates of the Month for Playboy magazine. And the Playboy founder Hugh Hefner told the Associated Press that she was a remarkable lady, an iconic figure in pop culture who influenced sexuality, taste in fashion, and someone who had a tremendous impact on our society. With her black hair, blue eyes, and trademark bangs, Bettie Page influenced artists for generations. And she was often referred to as the Queen of Pinups. Number 5, Jayne Mansfield. She was 20th Century Fox's alternative to Marilyn Monroe and even came to be known as the working man's Monroe. Jayne Mansfield was also one of the early Playboy Playmates and a major Hollywood sex symbol of the 50s and early 60s. Even though her film career was quite short, she had several box office successes and won a Theatre World Award and a Golden Globe. An interesting fact about her is that she could speak fluently 5 languages and was capable of playing both the piano and the violin. Number 4, Elvis Presley. Probably one of the biggest names of the 20th century. His energized interpretations of songs and sexually provocative performance style made Presley enormously popular and controversial at the same time. Elvis made his film debut in 1956 in the movie called Love Me Tender, and after he was drafted into military service in 1958, Presley resumed his recording career 2 years later, producing some of his most commercially successful work. Now, as we all know, Elvis is often referred to as the King of Rock and Roll, or simply the King, labels that will forever live. Number 3, Brigitte Bardot. Born on the 28th of September 1934, Brigitte Bardot is a French former actress, fashion model, singer, and animal rights activist. She was widely referred to simply by her initials and became world famous with the controversial film And God Created Women, in which she starred in 1957. Bardot even became the official face of Marianne, the national symbol of the French Republic to represent the liberty of France. She also is one of the reasons we had to include France on the sexiest nationalities video we did in the past. Number 2, James Dean. Born on February 8, 1931, James Dean was an American actor and a cultural icon of the United States. Dean's first television appearance was in a Pepsi Cola television commercial, after which he quit college to act full-time. He didn't become internationally famous until the release of the 1953 adaptation of John Steinbeck's novel East of Eden, in which Dean played the loner Cal Trask. He quickly followed up his role in Eden with a starring role as Jim Stark in Rebel Without a Cause, a movie that would prove to be hugely popular among teenagers. The well-known sex symbol died in an automobile accident on September 30th, 1955 at the age of only 24. Number 1, Marilyn Monroe. And here we are at the end of our top 10 sex symbols of the 50s and 60s list, and we're closing it with the beautiful Marilyn Monroe. Even though her early film appearances were minor, Marilyn's performances in The Asphalt Jungle and All About Eve drew a lot of attention. She went on to become probably the most well-known sex symbol in the world. She's been rumored to dating the most influential people in the world and even is considered by many the reason why Playboy became a success. There you have it, folks. Which of these celebs would you have liked to meet in real life and why? Let us know in the comments. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. If you enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos which we recommend you watch next. If you're bored, you might want to check out our website, Alux.com, for great articles or our Instagram or Facebook page. Thank you for